There's more honor in investment management than in investment banking. Charlie Munger. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a major innovation in the world of cross-border payments compliance, Project Mandala. We will unpack what it is, why it matters, and how it could reshape global payments. Let's go.
You might have heard the term compliance by design, but what does it actually mean?
As part of Project Mandala, we are working with our partners to build a system that's compliant with regulatory measures from inception.
And the goal is to make cross-border payments compliance quicker and easier.
So what is Project Mandala? It's a collaboration led by the Bank for International Settlements and a number of central banks, including Singapore, Australia, Malaysia, and South Korea. Its goal is to embed compliance, policy and regulatory requirements directly into cross-border transaction infrastructure. Traditionally, compliance is a heavy afterthought in payments. Mandala flips that compliance by design. Project Mandala is needed because cross-border payments face major friction. Different jurisdictions have their own regulatory frameworks, sanctions lists, capital flow management rules, and anti-money laundering controls. These differences increase costs, slow transactions, and reduce transparency. Project Mandala aims to tackle that head-on.
Faster, cheaper, and more efficient cross-border payments are key to supporting economic growth, global development, and financial inclusion.
Here's just a small sample size of technical innovations that Mandala brings. A peer-to-peer messaging system which connects financial institutions and central banks. A rules engine that encodes jurisdiction-specific policy and regulatory requirements, things like sanctions, screenings, capital flow management. Lastly, a proof of engine. After rules engage executes, the system generates a cryptographic proof of compliance that can travel with the transaction. These components together enable what's called compliance by design.
Yet, disparate regulatory frameworks across jurisdictions may increase the compliance burden, which can lead to delays and increase costs. Project Mandala seeks to ease the policy and regulatory compliance burden by automating compliance procedures.
Let's look at how this works in practice. Mandala has already demonstrated proof of concept use cases. A cross-border lending scenario between Singapore and Malaysia. Mandala streamlined capital flow management and sanction screening in real time. A cross-border financial scenario involving Australia and South Korea automated sanction screening and capital flow management reporting for an unlisted securities transaction. These validate that the architecture is technically viable.
BIS has been collaborating with the BIS Innovation Hub and Project Mandala. Building upon the purpose-bound concept, we explored a compliance by design approach.
Project Mandala is a joint proof of concept between the BIS Innovation Hub and the central banks of Australia, Korea, Malaysia, and Singapore.
The benefits to retail and countries and central banks are faster payments. By embedding compliance checks up front, you reduce delays, lower costs, less manual processing, fewer expectations, better transparency and monitoring. Regulators and institutions gain real-time insight into transaction compliance. Compatibility with digital assets. Mandala is designed to integrate both legacy payment infrastructures, i.e. SWIFT, and emerging ones like wholesale central bank digital currencies.
Reserve Bank of Australia is delighted to collaborate with the BIS Innovation Hub.
Bank Negara Malaysia is committed to this collaborative exploration to address key challenges in the space of cross-border payments.
The Bank of Korea appreciates being a contributor to the BIS Innovation Hub Project Mandala.
And here is how it works. Banks initiate transactions by sharing information such as purpose, amount, and beneficiary peer-to-peer. The Mandala Protocol, with encoded regulatory and policy measures such as anti-money laundering, countering the financing of terrorism, or capital flow management measures, uses the transaction information provided by the banks to determine which measures might apply. Next, it verifies compliance with those measures through a secure and privacy-preserving method.
If you're a bank, payment service provider, or working with digital assets, you may need to adapt your infrastructure to be able to generate and consume compliance proofs. You may need to engage with regulators proactively as new compliance by design standards emerge. Look out for new partnerships and standards as this evolves. From a broader viewpoint, a more seamless global payments ecosystem will emerge over time, which is less friction, better compliance, and more innovation.
This aims to enhance the transparency and efficiency of cross-border payments while remaining regulatory compliant.
The protocol generates a proof of compliance with prevailing policies, which could be linked to any settlement asset such as a CBDC, a tokenized deposit, or any other payment form. For a sanctions check, for example, the proof provides assurance that neither the sender nor the recipient is included in public and private sanction lists.
This is an exciting project which will uplift the efficiency and security of cross-border payments.
and holds the potential to enhance cross-border economic activity.
We believe automation of regulatory compliance procedures could pave the way for international transactions becoming faster and less complex.
The Mandala Protocol allows for new policies to be included and payment systems to be integrated. It can enhance transparency as stakeholders gain valuable information on applicable regulatory and policy measures before the payment is made.
And this helps to increase the chances of straight-through processing. Project Mandala can lead to efficiency gains by reducing the number of steps in the compliance process for cross-border transactions. Also, the Mandala system is designed to preserve the privacy of participating stakeholders.
Finally, the Mandala Protocol enables real-time compliance monitoring of capital flow management measures for central banks.
In summary, Project Mandela is an ambitious effort to embed policy, regulatory compliance directly into cross-border payments infrastructure. By automating rules, using peer-to-peer networks, and generating audit-proof compliance outputs, it aims to reduce costs and friction while preserving safety and integrity.